Hi, this was the tune Djangologity. I wrote this tune to practice 2-5-1 in minor and 2-5-1 in major. The tune includes both those progressions. So the A part have these chords: F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to B7 to E minor. These are 2-5-1 in minor, okay? And you can, over the E minor chord, can play E minor Aeolian scale like this. And when you come to 2-5 here, you change only one tone, D to D sharp. When you change that tone, you will get an yes, it sounds like an E harmonic minor scale, right? But you play it when it's the B7 chord, so it's a kind of altered scale to B7 chord. And it works over F sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord as well. So this soloing scale works great to this progression. You can also play Aeolian scale through the progression on all chords. It works great as well. And the other scale, the E harmonic or B7 altered scale. Sometimes I play on the 1, the E minor Aeolian, and on the 2-5 I play the harmonic minor, but I also mix them and it works great. The B part have these chords: A minor, D7, G major 7, and this is 2-5-1 in major, okay? And then we have the E7 chord. So it's the 2-5-1 sixth, but it's a major sixth, it's a dominant sixth chord, okay? And then we have 2-5-1, and it goes to B7 the second time, okay, in the B part. So here is 2-5-1 in major, and you can play the G major scale, but when you play G major scale on A minor, it will be a minor Dorian scale, okay? And on D7 it will be a Mixolydian scale. And a Johnian scale on G major. So that works great. It's the basic scale to this progression, okay? And on E7 you play A minor, melodic minor scale. That works great because you get the chord tones in E7 in that scale. You can have the F sharp tone, but you can also have the F tone, and you will have an A minor harmonic scale. The other thing why this scale works to E7, but it's a A minor melodic, it's the same here. It's actually a kind of E altered scale, because you have the root, the ninth, the major third, the fourth, the fifth, the perfect fifth, and the raised fifth, or the lower the sixth and the seventh. And if you play the harmonic minor, you have the F, so that's also an altered, and the C tone is also altered. The F are flat 9 tone. And when you come to B7 in the B part, you play the same as I told you before. It's the E minor harmonic minor, okay? So there you have the chords, and you have what the soloing scales to these chords, the basic soloing scales, and then you can go further. But it's good for you to have. It's always good to have the basic scales, whatever tune you're playing, and then you go further and play those outside scales or altered scales or scales that a little bit outside the basic scales in the tunes. And I think this is a good tune to practice if you have started to play jazz, and the melody is also a good practice. It's good to practice the melody. In the B part, I mean, with those chromatics and very jazzy, yeah, very jazzy phrases there. There's a lot of chromatics in this, and that's a thing to put in when you will go further. You have the basic scales in your fingers, and you can play, and you find your phrases, and then you can put in some chromatics. But that we talk about in another lesson. All right. Thank you for listening and watching this lesson. Hope you have use of it, and have a great time till we see each other again.